Up and running, and Villa is loud.
Hello and welcome to the Villa Park podcast. It's me, Rich, and I'm back with another transfer talk / Bodymore bulletin. I just thought I'd jump on quickly and do some news on what's going on in the Villaverse. We've got news of a betting scandal involving one of our players, a Belgian international who is potentially looking out again. We can't stop talking about him. I'm sure you know who he is, and a potential Spanish very promising player incoming that looks like he's doing the rounds with various Premier League clubs, but is inevitably linked to Aston Villa. So we'll get into that in a second. We are literally 4 subscribers away from 2,500. So please, you know what to do, guys. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and comment down below. Help us spread the word of the channel. Support's been amazing, but you guys can help us get 2,500 and beyond. So please like, subscribe, comment, share, whatever, help us on the way. So before we get into it, let's talk on the betting scandal, because Nicolo Zaniolo is involved in all sorts of trouble. I've kind of, I know quite a few people have kind of stayed quiet on it in the last few days, but thought I'd just jump on and just talk around it, because there's all sorts of rumors going around, betting syndicates, blackmail, involved with friends getting him involved. It's obviously Nicolo Zaniolo and Sandro Tonali. There's potentially more players involved, upwards of £1 million scandal involved, and Aston Villa have been very, very quiet about it. I think they're both sent home from the Italian squad. We'll obviously find out more next week in terms of what Aston Villa can say. But there was rumours, albeit from Fenerbahce supporters, their kind of forum, saying that Aston Villa were going to cancel the loan agreement and send him back to Galatasaray. Now, that could be the case. We have got him only on loan. We haven't signed him, such as Newcastle have. So we could. I'm sure there's clauses in contracts to say that we could get rid of him and send him back to Galatasaray. But we don't know the seriousness of the crime. We don't know what's necessarily being alleged fully, and how long that process is going to take. It could be that it takes months and months and months, in which case, he can play for the rest of the season. It might be we're forced to suspend him for a little while, or it might be that he's suspended until the investigations have concluded. So it's really difficult to say. But again, you'd hope that Villa did their kind of due diligence on this before he was signed, in terms of knowing that this was likely to happen, and what would be the likely scenarios. But it could be that it's blindsided everyone. So yeah, it's not a great look at the moment, and I think it opens up a wider point, and we'll probably talk about this in the fans forum tomorrow night, around players and betting, because it's getting more and more prevalent. I'm sure it happened, much more back in the day, but players have huge sums of money. They are targets for kind of more seedy underworld kind of type betting, but there are also the temptations for them to just have a bet on all sorts of things, and we've seen it already with Ivan Toney, Toffolo, and now these guys, that it's obviously around in the game. So what do we do about it? That's I guess is the question. But you guys let me know in the comments your thoughts on the Zaniolo situation. I don't think he'll be leaving right away, but Villa could choose to exercise that. I'm sure, like I say, I'm sure there's something in the contract, or they could wait for it in terms of the months that it'll probably take to keep him playing. But yeah, let me know in the comments your thoughts on that, and the wider question on betting. And we, like I say, we'll get involved into deeper into that, into the fans forum. On to more kind of progressive stuff. We've heard now that Villarreal star now, Alejandro or Alex Bayana, is potentially on the list of suitors for Aston Villa. It's looking like a €40 million deal. He is an attacking midfielder who can play central or left. And he came to prominence really on a loan spell at Girona in Liga B. and in their promotion season, and he played 38 games, scoring 5 goals. And then was promoted into the first team squad at Villarreal. So yeah, looks like a good player. Looks like a progressive player. Very, very technically gifted. As a lot of Spanish players are. We'll have a little look at SofaScore. So in terms of, this was last season. So 35 games played, started 19, 6 goals in that season, and one header, 1 left foot, 4 right foot, and 1 penalty. 2 assists through the season. Good passing accuracy, 82%. So that's including his own half at 92% and opposition half at 74%. And successful dribbles, 52%. So yeah, we know he's a very good technically, predominantly in from that left into the middle. In terms of this season, he has played 8 games, scored 1 goal. His last game wasn't particularly good rating, but yeah, 1 goal in 8 games so far this season. Inside the box, but has had 20 shots, including from outside the box, 4 assists this season as well, which is pretty decent stats as well, and decent passing accuracy again. Own half 91%, 69% in the opposition half. So early season indications are that he's playing very well. Not particularly great with the successful dribbles at the moment, but I'm sure that would come as the season goes on. I have compared him to Leon Bailey. So if we look at Bayana stats on his own, he's obviously 72 creative, 68 attacking, 66 technique, and he outperforms Bailey on those attacking and creative and technical attributes as well. So, Bailey's had a good start to the season for Villa. Is Bayana a potential alternative or potential replacement, or slightly different position? You guys again let me know in the comments, but it looks like quite a few clubs are interested. I've seen Arsenal's name linked, as well as many others. So yeah, I guess the Villarreal connection though is there with Emery, and obviously Monchi has good contacts, great contacts over in Spain as well. So yeah, let me know your thoughts. It could be one for January, or could be one moving into the end of to the end of the season, where I think maybe more clubs would become involved. And finally, again, we have to talk about him, Youri Tielemans. Obviously, the last sort of transfer talk I did was around the Football Insider rumours that he is potentially looking at a way out and has fell out with Unai Emery. I don't believe that as such, but I do believe he wants more game time. But now, whether it's his agent, whether it's kind of newspaper talk, or whether it's digging up old rumours, but it looks like being reported that Real Sociedad and Atletico Madrid are 2 clubs that are interested in him and could even put it forward to the winter transfer window. So yeah, I can't see it myself. I don't think we would cut our loss, or not necessarily cut our losses. Cut our losses not in financially, but in terms of a player and wanting him to work so early. But you never know, if an offer comes in, if a decent bid comes in, then would Villa be wise to take it, depending on who potentially comes in? Or are we kind of writing off a player too soon? I think we'd be writing him off too soon. I think there's plenty more games. I think he needs to find his place in the team. And find his place. A couple of goals, a really good performance, and he'll soon be kind of settled in. But yeah, when you sign a player who's kind of rated at that level, and is lots of clubs are interested in, particularly on a free transfer, there are going to be clubs that'll circle, and there are going to be rumours, and his agent is going to use that to kind of force his hand. So we shall wait and see, but I don't see it happening personally. But again, you guys let me know your thoughts in the comments on Youri Tielemans and his future at Villa. That's it for me. Thank you guys for watching. As I said before, literally 4 subscribers away from 2,500. So please do hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, help us spread the word. Comment on anything you think about with Zaniolo, with Bayana, with Tielemans, with the whole betting situation in general. I'm going to be back tomorrow night, Monday night, for our fans forum. So don't miss out on that. Get involved in the show. It's a free for all. We have a couple of topics that we want to talk, but we want your questions and your comments in. So get involved in the show there. And then Premier League football is back next week. So we'll be back with match previews, match reactions, all sorts of shows. So make sure you like, make sure you subscribe so you know when we are around. Thank you all very much for watching, and as always, remember, we all follow the Villa. Thanks, everyone.